This is Keshavanandji.
Jai Sachidanand.
Okay, very good. Okay, just do three mantra and Lalita Ben, Lata Ben, you can follow.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sabba Sahunam.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Savva Pavapanasano.
Savapavapanasanam.
Mangalanam cha savvesim.
Mangalanam cha savvesim.
Padmam havai mangalam.
Padamam havai mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Okay, Padma, we have been talking last Sunday with also Keshavanandji on third Agna, 1, 2, 3 Agnas. Any feedback or anybody wants to talk about that? Keshavanandji, you want to expand a little bit more while people are thinking?
Regarding the third Agnya?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any feedback regarding the Vyavasthit Shakti, Karta?
Why don't you talk about your Vyavasthit Shakti, what happened to your press?
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Many a times what happens when the things are not coming as per your wish and things are going out of your reach, at that time this Vyavasthit Shakti is giving great prerna, great understanding, great tolerance power. I would say normally in particular evidences, you don't get a power, tolerance, how the things are coming, how and whether at that time your mind is not accepting this can possible. So, since last 1.5 months, I was going through a great evidences in my factory. The thing was like that. Sometimes we feel that Dada is taking a examination, whether how much you are in the Jnana, whether you have understood this Jnana or not, whether you feel or whether you just hear and feel, okay, I have understood. But when it comes in your life practically, at that time, it is like a great examination and you feel whether it is right or wrong. So what happened in my factory is in last 1.5 months, I have got a German machine, printing machine. which was working very good in the last 45 years. This machine is working. 45 years, I've never seen such a evidence in my factory. That machine suddenly stopped without any power or without any power failure, without anything. Due to some or the other reason, this machine stopped completely. The main heart of the machine is the electronic card, which is running the whole machine. It was spoiled due to so many reasons we don't know. And when we tried to find out how this card failure and due to what reason this, but we could not find any evidence. Suddenly it stopped, suddenly, while running. And at that time there was not any force from the power failure department or something, blast had come or anything. Suddenly it stopped without any reason. Maybe the life of the card must have gone, or the timings of the card must have completed, so it stopped. Then we called to very expert engineers. Every day I tried to find out some or the other person, and this was a Diwali time. And 1.5 months before Diwali, we get tremendous orders. Because as soon as the Diwali comes, everybody needs the material. And that is the very big business time for all the people. And they gave me a lot of advances, and they say, Mr. Shani, we will get this material before Diwali, 10-15 days before. And I say, no problem. And once I committed to them, we have to give them the material because they are sending us the advances, and they know that without advance, we don't manufacture the things. So, a lot of people had given the advances, machine stopped. And at that time, this is the only way just to call all engineers. We called to German people that this machine is stopped. We have bought from you this machine, and now you kindly provide us the card. They say, Mr. Shani, this machine is 45 years old. Now the whole technology is changed. And at this juncture, for one single card of the machine, we cannot supply you. But you can find out from the local supply if you can get some parts of this card, or you try at locally. But we cannot supply you. I said that you have made the card. How can I get it repaired here in India? Or I have called. Then when he said that you try over there, then I have to try. One door was closed. From whom I bought the machine, that door was closed. And that is the first door and the last door. We always find out the person from whom we have purchased the machine, and they are the best people to provide the spare parts of the machine. We were shocked. So this went on. Then we went to all Indian market. We went to so many expert electronic engineers to provide us this part, or this, you can provide us some solution to this machine. They say that it may take, we can find out the solution, but it will take 1.5 or 2 months. See there, 1.5, 2 months, there is a Diwali, and after that, there is no value of your part. They will blacklist me. If I don't supply them after taking the advance money from them, and I don't supply the goods to them, then I am blacklisted. They will never give me an order in my whole life. And some of the companies' rule is like that. If you are blacklisted, then your coming generation will also not get this order. They are so much stubborn regarding this. Like if I'm dealing with Tata's, very big company, they say that if you don't supply the things in time, or you are blacklisted, then you will never get orders from us in whole life, neither to you, even to your new generation also. So it took me 1.5 months to follow. And now there was only 15 days remaining in Diwali. So everybody was abusing what you have done. Still we have not received the material, and now there are only 15 days. And can you imagine what will be our condition? Some say I have got a 50 showrooms in the country, and all the showrooms there is not a single bag. And how I'm going to run it? At last moment, if I tell them that I'm not able to supply you, that means if they cannot go to any new supplier, if they go to new supplier, they have to make a new cylinders, they have to make a new plates, and this will take another 4 to 5 weeks to make the material. So last juncture, even they cannot go to other supplier also. So now they are all depending on me. And this has happened in the last 45, 50 years, first time. So I have been supplying them now so many years. So they say, I was saying every day to Dada Bhagwan, Dada, what I have done it, why I have done it so many wrong things. Whether I have done some antraya karmas, whether I have done some wrong things, so that I'm not able to supply them and I'm getting abuses from them. So whenever I talk to Dada Bhagwan, the things are coming in front of me. And I'm saying to Keshav that this is the pariksha now. This is the examination. You see how Vyavasthit Shakti is coming in front of you. But one thing, it is very clear. Whatever Vyavasthit Shakti is bringing, it is giving an experience. But every moment, I could not feel that what is going wrong here or there or in my machine. But Jnana was so perfect that it is giving 100% understanding of Vyavasthit. But with the Vyavasthit understanding, my prayer was also going on. My pratikaman was also going on. Pratikaman means what? That I have done something wrong. Antraya karma, vigna. Whatever I have done for others, that's why it has come to me. So at that time, pratikaman, simultaneously, the Vyavasthit Shakti has brought all these things to give you, to take you further 2 steps in Moksha Marg, in Keval Jnana, that you have completely understood how this Vyavasthit Shakti is working. And at that time, you are not blaming to anybody, to the engineers, to the German people, to the operators, that you are not maintaining proper machine. You should check this, you should do this. I was just observing that why and how this Vyavasthit Shakti is bringing such steps, so that we get the experience that Vyavasthit is doing Vyavasthit. It has never become unvyavasthit in the whole life. Then, along with Vyavasthit Jnana, 2 things started. Pratikrama at that time. Secondly, suddenly I recollected that Dada said that we have given to you 3 mantras, which removes all type of difficult situations, which removes all antraya. So at this juncture, I suddenly started 1 hour 3 mantras. The name of the mantra is Vigna Nivarak Mantra. So early in the morning, I started suddenly this 1 hour 3 mantra. So this Vigna has come, and this Dada said this 3 mantra is Vigna Nivara. Any type of Vignas can remove it. So that suddenly I recollected. 1 month I tried all efforts, everything. But 15 days, I continuously started 3 mantras. And it was a great surprise. Suddenly, my brother got a tremendous vision from Dada Bhagwan. He said, let me try once to run this machine without electronic card. So how it is possible? Everybody has said that it is impossible. You cannot run this machine this without the electronic card. So he said, let me try mechanically. That is, electronic card is running through electricity. But let me try with mechanically. And if Dada's grace, you are in such a great difficulty, I'm praying to Dada Bhagwan, this is going to success 100%. We both started in the car, went to the plant. And while going to the plant, I say, Dada, I'm not this praying to you just to earn the money, but because of this situation, my so many customers is going to become in a difficult situation, and they will be abusing me, and their Diwali will be spoiled. I don't know what they will do to me. So please, our main motto is not to give unhappiness to anybody on this earth after having this jnana. You be with us, and we have realized that we have done something antarayas to so many, and we take an oath that we should not do such a things, so that when they come to you, do you realize that you have done something wrong to others also. So Vyavasthit Jnana, along with Dada's understanding, then Pratikraman, and then with three mantras, which is the Vigna Nivarak mantra. All three things together, we reached to the plant, and Kishan Bhai did prayer, and he said, do this thing, do that thing, you bring the weight, and you bring this thing, and start the machine. To everybody's surprise, nobody can believe it. Even if I discuss with the German people, they say it is impossible. How you can run this machine without electronic card? I say, yes, we have run it without electronic card, with all yours, and you will feel that this is the miracle has happened with grace of Dada Bhagwan, with the understanding. And you can imagine that if somebody takes away your heart, how you can live in the life. And the same thing, our machine's heart was electronic card, and without the electronic card, you will be surprised that till this date, machine is working day and night, and I have been supplying the things to all over India, to all my customers. Still there are 6 days before Diwali, and I have committed everybody that little quantity I will send to everybody by courier, so that you are not disturbed. And after Diwali, I will completely send you the complete quantity, whatever you have ordered. But I'm not going to spoil it. In my heart, I was saying that this was the great grace of Dada Bhagwan. This was the great understanding from Dada Bhagwan, so that in 1.5 months' time, while understanding this Vyavasthit Shakti science, I was not disturbed for a little bit, for a single moment, that अरे ये क्या हो गया, ऐसा हो सकता है क्या, whether this can happen like this, why Dada this is happening, why, due to what reason. I was understanding due to my faults and my misbehavior of this birth or last birth, this thing has happened. But this is 100% Vyavasthit. In 1.5 months, this Vyavasthit science came so deeply in my heart that due to so many circumstances in front of me, everything was available. People were there, machine was there, electricity was there, there were funds were there to procure the raw materials. All the circumstances were there, but one single circumstances of electronic card, this machine was not running, and I was not able to supply the things for 1.5 months' time. And after 1.5 months' time, when Dada says that you understood this Vyavasthit Shakti, how it is working, I got it that this Vyavasthit Shakti is doing 100% Vyavasthit, and we have to just observe it, what is happening. And after getting the experience of Vyavasthit Shakti, we come to know that everything is maintained by Vyavasthit Shakti perfectly. Whatever you feel that this is, how can this Vyavasthit Shakti do like this? At that time, again you come to the rule number 1. Vyavasthit is always Vyavasthit. Whether in any circumstances, any given time, each and every thing is available in front of you, but you are not able to do something. But after 1.5 months' time, you are able to do everything. And after these 15 days, before 15 days of Diwali, I could manage. There are now 6 days remaining. So I have a lot of things already distributed and given to the customers and satisfied them. But even in 6 days, this machine is working without heart. So this is Vyavasthit. I could feel that how without heart man cannot live, the without heart machine cannot live. But Vyavasthit is doing Vyavasthit because it is giving the experience. And at that time with Vyavasthit, the blessings are with you. When you realize that this is Vyavasthit, when you realize this is your own mistake, all the circumstances becomes together, and again the things becomes normal. So this was a wonderful experience that even such a tremendous atmosphere and unavoidable circumstances had come. But every moment, every time, I was saying it is Vyavasthit. Because it is not in your hand. When it is not in your hand, the 1.5 months went away. And after 1.5 months, when everything became easy and started everything, at that time is also Vyavasthit. But during this tenure of 1.5 months, it gave lot of experiences. Every day new experience, every day new experience. When they were abusing me, at that time we experienced. When I supplied them in the right moment, the things to them, they were praising me, that was also experience. And that was also a Vyavasthit. So in all the circumstances, if you are not shaken up and you understand the Vijnana of Vyavasthit Shakti, then you can remain in a very biggest normality, which I experienced myself.
Yeah. So how did Asim take it during this time?
Pardon?
How did Asim, how did you pacify Asim in this kind of situation?
In this situation?
Yeah, because Asim works with you, no?
Yeah, no, Asim has started with new business of with my elder brother, who's running a PVC shrink sleeves.
Okay, so he's not with you then. Okay.
Yeah, he's not in the Billion Flex company. So he's dealing in the new product and learning the new process of working.
Okay. Anybody else wants to talk about the Vyavasthit Shakti? Otherwise, we'll have to ask Deepakanandji. Deepakanandji, what is Vyavasthit Shakti?
Do you listen to some noise around in the background?
Pachur, yes.
Then wait, I'll just check the moment. Hold on.
In the meantime, I think we'll come back to Deepakanandji. Kashyap, you had a question?
Yeah.
Kashyap? Oh, wait, Shaila Ben is there. Okay, Shaila Ben.
Jai Sachidanand Keshavanandji, Jai Sachidanand Mahatmas, Jai Sachidanand Mahatmas. It was not a question. From what he has mentioned and what we have been talking about Vyavasthit Shakti for the last 2 weeks, the main message that I get is we should have implicit surrender. It is, you have surrendered fully to Vyavasthit and you have understood. I think that is what is taking you, that's what will take us across this, across life. Surrender, I feel, is the key point here. Is it right? Is my understanding right?
Yeah, one way you can say that complete acceptance.
Acceptance.
Acceptance is the best word, I would say. that when whatever things are coming in front of you, after happening, it is 100% Vyavasthit, but at that time, you don't accept it. You
Yes.
don't accept it. How can this possible? I'm doing everything right. I took so many precautions, and whatever possible things I have done it. Then also this is happening. So at that time, acceptance is not coming. But this science of Dada Bhagwan, which gives Vyavasthit in such a way, and it gives such a experiences every day that your mind accept it that yes, this is Vyavasthit.
It's very, very difficult. And like in tough situations, it is difficult, but I think by practice,
Yeah.
and of course, grace is required. And I have another question which is not related to Vyavasthit. It was about discharging of the Parmanus. I was thinking that when you have some, let us say, a strong, not an obsession, but some liking for something. Let us say, in your adult life, you like reading mystery books or something, or you have a strong liking. It becomes like an obsession. You're going on reading books, and then slowly it fades away after a certain stage. Does it mean that any kashayas or any parmanus that were associated with that, does it have a predetermined period? Does it automatically go away after a certain stage? Does it all come with a time period, or
like normally
happen like that in life? It comes after a certain stage, it automatically fades away and it goes away.
But after without a jnana of Dada science, it is normally fades away slowly. But in this Vijnan, after having this Jnana, our Purusharth is starting. Hard working on the particular thing that, no, I don't like this. We should not go such a point so further that it is taking away from our Jnana and taking away to our, and goes away our all internal happiness. So what we do, whatever the situation comes at that time, we become alert. We do pratikrama, and we do a new determination that this should not be happen with me. So with this purusharth, with this determination, this fades away still faster. In other way, in Ajnan Dasha, it goes slowly with the time. But in this Akram Vijnan, after having this Jnana, with our great Purusharth, with our great Parakram, this can happen so fast that you cannot imagine also.
Got it. Yes, thank you. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Yes.
Deepakanandji, we have just introduced last week Vyavasthit Shakti, so dwell on that little bit and then we'll go to question 5 after that.
See, I had been analyzing Vyavasthit Shakti, that what are the primary evidence which makes Deepakanand do certain things. Timing also plays a vital role. So, Vyavasthit Shakti basically reveals and is the answer for the activity of this world. Correct?
Yes.
Dada Bhagwan has said, pure soul is independent. It is not controlled by any agency, whereas the matter, Udgal, is controlled by Vyavasthit Shakti. So now the puzzle lies in the fact that people have no answer to the activity of the life forms. So I was just analyzing and I came out with some conclusion that, we have 4 basic instincts: food, sleep, fear, and reproduction. So these four aspects or instincts make any living form do activity in these regards. Correct?
Mm.
Dr. Lalita Ben, you can be online.
Yes.
Right?
Jai
Lalita Ben?
Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand.
So, yeah, Jai Sachidanand. So it's like if you see any living form,
Mm-hmm.
to that matter, our own body cells, the basic four instincts make us do something.
Mm-hmm.
So first, justification of our activities.
Mm-hmm.
First thing is in relation to food.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, it is in relation to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Third thing, it is in relation to fear.
Mm-hmm.
And fourth thing is in relation to procreation.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Now, over and above, much of our activity is under the influence of our passion, that is anger, pride, possessiveness, and greed.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the four basic instincts: food, fear, sleep, and procreation.
Mm-hmm.
But over and above, anything which you see in excess within ourselves and outside is due to the,
Kashais.
how will you say, potential pressure from these passion.
Mm-hmm.
And greed and possessiveness,
Mm-hmm.
they play a vital role.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, pride also.
Mm-hmm.
Pride also. And to protect pride, to protect possession, to protect greed, we end up getting angry. So anger.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see the basic understanding, then these are the factors which play a vital role for any and every activity of our life. Just think, is there anything beyond this? No. Now, to analyze and to understand in particular any activity, then it is in relation to circumstantial evidence and scientific circumstantial evidence. When it is said scientific circumstantial evidence, then it is those evidences which are playing their role behind the curtain. They are not visible, but they are party to some activity and specifically certain suffering what we have to pass through is because of those evidences. Like Mavi Bhagwan was hurt in his ears because of certain thing that had happened several lives back, which he could perceive when that suffering came. So that suffering initiated that perception and showed why it happened.
Mm-hmm.
For us, that perception is not all that clear yet.
Mm-hmm.
And due to which we are not able to see as it is how Dada Bhagwan and Mahavir Bhagwan or Rishabdev Bhagwan or Tirthankar Bhagwan could see, and they did see it, so they had no puzzle in their life. We got Akram Vignan, and it is Dada's greatest grace and blessing that he gave Vyavasthit Shakti, the third Agna, as solution or justification to every happening of our life. And if you have any question about activity of the world, what you see around, then easily we can justify, we can understand, and we can, no, I will not say intellectually, but we get convincing answer with this understanding that four basic instincts. So anywhere, any activity of non-human lives is four basic instincts only.
Correct.
But if you see human activities, then it is under very strong and potential influence of passion, anger, pride, possessiveness, greed, likes and dislikes. And then it is a matter of time and circumstances that they pop up and they make us or make one act in a particular way. And the end result of every activity is suffering. So what is these circumstances or happening of our life? Passing through one suffering to another suffering. So it's like one circumstance is such, the suffering starts, it reaches the peak, it goes down, the circumstance ends, another circumstance starts, the suffering begins, suffering reaches its peak, it subsides, and that's all like how you have the graph of our throbbing heart, sometime up, sometime down, and it keeps happening. So if you see the time, then the suffering keeps coming and going. But we as pure soul are perceiver of this suffering, and that's how we remain separate and understand why these things are happening. And when this gets answered, it will not get answered of its own, like through our perception, but through the understanding of the third Agna, Vyavasthit Shakti. It comes to our conviction that yes, it is Vyavasthit. Does it make some sense?
Yes, I mean, that's a good analysis of what you've come up with, like to protect these basic instincts, we are driven by passion, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Whereas with
and these passionate instincts are only with human.
Correct. Whereas with lower forms, like dogs might fight over a bone, but it's only at the time of eating, and then after that, they're fine. They're playing with each other. They don't hold
right,
it.
And it is effect. I mean, it is the part of those four basic instincts only. We feel, we perceive, or we analyze them as they are fighting. But no, it is a process of eating.
Correct.
See, let a very good thing. Let us try to analyze that. The two dogs are fighting for that food. We see they are fighting, but no, it is their fear, their food and fear instincts that it makes them act.
They want to protect it. Correct.
Yes. They are not fighting out of passion.
Correct.
They don't have anger. But we analyze that as anger. It is their basic instinct that they protect, they safeguard their interest.
Right.
Like you can say barring, how the dog barks, and all that stuff, or the way the animals bark, or the way they make sounds. So that's what it is. But we say, oh, the lion came out and the lion was hunting. The lion never go hunting. So it's like when we go to buy vegetables, should we say that
we are hunting?
Dr. Lalita went to hunt vegetables? Yeah, and we say the lion killed the goat. Oh, right? We never say that, oh, we say we ate the apple.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise we say the lion killed the animal.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't say, we killed the apple.
Mm-hmm.
Say that? No, we
Right.
don't say that. For us, we all use very decent language.
Right.
See, this is, so we can understand the best part of Akramigran is what, we can analyze things impartially without, impartially as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's how we come to conclusion that these so-called wild animals or carnivorous animals, when they eat other animals, it is a part of their food instinct only.
Mm-hmm.
They are not just venting out their feeling that no, correct?
Correct.
Like we
Correct.
vent out our feelings and get angry and act in a particular way
Yes.
with a purpose of hurting the other person.
Correct. Like you said, our passions take over.
Yes, it is under the influence of the passion that we act in a violent way. They are not violent. Like if we eat vegetables, it is not violent.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine. But if someone is how would you say non-vegetarian,
Mm-hmm.
then we consider that as violent.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Correct. Correct.
So the best part of Akramigdan is it helps us perceive things as it is in a perfect manner without blaming or really having the right vision of the world.
Correct. Correct. It is
Right.
really mind-blowing that such a jnana is open now for people for us to even navigate this world. It's impossible otherwise. I wish more people would get on the bandwagon.
Yes, and one more thing is that we can understand how these absolutes or Jnani Purush, they live their way with inner peace, inner bliss, and they shared that same thing outside.
Yes.
They passed on the same thing outside, whoever came across with them.
Thank you.
Satchidanand.
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Very
Okay,
good.
Kashyap bhai.
Jai Satchidanand, everyone. Jai Satchidanand. Deepakanandji, Kanandji,
Jai Satchidanand.
Keshavanandji.
Jai Satchidanand.
Yes, I would like to share one the WhatsApp photos. Please give me option to share. 1 minute.
Karo.
Go ahead.
This came in WhatsApp. ભગવાન કાય દેશ કરવાનો કયો નથી કુસંગ નો પન નહીં દ્વેષ છોડવાનો છે રાગ નહીં વિદ્વેષ થાવ વિતરાગ એની મેલે થવાશે દ્વેષ એ કોષ છે ને રાગ એ પરિણામ છે એ કેવી રીતે પોતાની સ્ત્રી ઉપર જો જરાય દ્વેષ ન થાય તો રાગ જ ન થાય તેની પર દ્વેષના રિએક્શનમાં રાગ થાય છે દ્વેષનું જે ફાઉન્ડેશન છે દાદાનું જ્ઞાન મળ્યા પછી દ્વેષ જતો રહે છે પછી વસ્તુઓ પર ખેંચાણ રહે પણ તે ઉપલબ્ધ પછી તો વિતરાગ થાય પણ ઘણા કાલે This last sentence I didn't understand. પછી તો વિતરાગ થાય પણ ઘણા કાલે Yes, and if want to translate to English, so please can help Deepakanandji, Keshavanandji.
Somebody translate quickly what it is. Keshavanandji, Deepakanandji.
Okay, Jai Satchidanand. You just translate. God has never said to have dislike towards anything. Even you should not dislike bad company. You don't have to leave dislike, and so also likes. You don't have to get rid of likes. He says you become free from dislike, and you will become free from likes automatically. That is vitrag automatically. Dislike is the cause and likes is its result. How is that possible? How did that happen? If one doesn't have dislike towards one's wife, then he will never have liking towards her at all. It is the reaction of dislike that one have the feeling of liking. Dislike is the foundation of everything. After getting the wisdom of knowledge from Dada Bhagwan, we get freed from dislike. And then subsequently, whatever attraction we have toward other things is very superficial. And subsequently, one becomes absolute, that is free from likes also after a long time. JSS Apt.
And what is the last sentence? Pachi to vitrag thai pan ghana kale. Why ghana kale? It says after long time.
Keshavanandji?
Yeah, because this is what this happening is done after Dada's Vignan, Dada's science. But otherwise, in Kramik mark, the mark which goes step by step, it doesn't take you immediately to the final destination of Vitrag.
Okay,
But
so this last sentence is talking about Kramik marg.
Yeah, પછી તો વિતરાગ થાય પણ ઘણા કાળે. But if you have received this Vignan, this is science, like even though you understand how this likes and dislikes is working and why this reaction is coming, but when you go by step, it takes quite a long time to reach to the Vitrag final destination. But in case of Akram Vignan, with Dada's science, Dada says that within 1 or 2 bus, even you can reach to the final Vitrag Vignan. If you understand this whole process of this science, then it takes quite a long time, but in step by step mark. But in this Akram Vignan, within 1 or 2 bus, if you understand Dada's complete science of this likes and dislikes, this you can reach to the very fast, maximum 2 to 3 bus if you remain in Dada's Agna. Correct, Deepakanandji?
Yes, actually, that's very true. Because of this stepless path of Akram Vignan that we have got, having become free from dislike out of grace, getting freed from likes is not a long-term process. At best, it is a matter of one life only, which is a miracle, because it's not a simple process as it is revealed over here, but due to the stepless path what we have got out of grace in this today's disturbing negative time, and that's how it has become possible. It is possible at best that it can happen in one life only, and maximum 15 lives. But because of Akram Vignan, it will not go to 15 also. 1, 2, 3, and it will be done. JSS Apt.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Okay, Kashyap bhai?
Yes, one more, please. I will share.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, this also came in WhatsApp. वांग प्रमाणे वांको मले प्रश्न करता हूँ वाइफ जोड़े बहु एडजस्ट थवा जो जाऊ छू पण थवाતું નથી દાદાશ્રી બધું હિસાબસર છે વાંકા આંટા ને વાંકી નટ ત્યાં સીધી નટ ફેરવે તો શી રીતે ચાલે તમને એમ થાય કે આ સ્ત્રી જાતિ આવી કેમ પણ સ્ત્રી જાતિ તો તમારું કાઉન્ટર વેટ છે જેટલો આપનો વાંક એટલો વાંકી એટલે તો બધી વ્યવસ્થિત છે જે એવું કેવું છે બધા જ વ્યવસ્થિત આપને સીધા કરવા આવ્યા હોય એમ લાગે છે દાદાશ્રી તે સીધા કરવા જ જોઈએ તમને સીધા થયા સિવાય તમને દુનિયા ચાલે નહીં સીધા થાય નહીં તો બાપ શી રીતે થાય સીધો થાય તો બાપ થાય I want to understand this last sentence. सीधा था नहीं तो बाप सी रीते था this one.
Quickly, Deepakanandji, translate quickly.
Just hold on. Please, we can't continue. Okay, Jai Satchidanand. Vank, Pramane Vank हुआ है. Whatever defect you have, all abnormalities come in your life. Questioner. I tried to adjust with my wife, but it's not happening. Dadashri. Everything happens out of account, previous account. Wherever threads are crooked, the nut is also crooked. And if in such situation with such crooked threads, you can't fit a straight nut into it, how is that going to happen? You feel that these women are like that, why they are like that? But women are man's counterweight. As much crooked you are, that much crooked your wife will be. And that's why it is said everything is Vyavasthit, that is natural happening. It is said like that. Questioner. Everybody in our life comes to straighten us. That's what I feel. Dadasri. Yes, they must come and they must straighten us. And without getting straightened up, how will the world work? Without getting straightened up, here to become father, it doesn't mean father. Unless you get straightened up, you cannot become the ruler of the world. Ruler of the world means you cannot get freed from the world.
Okay.
So you get straightened up and you will get freed from the world. Jai Satchidanand.
Means you cannot be above the influence of the world. That is what.
Okay, let us see like how Dada is said and identified. He is the king of the 14 lokas. 14 lok ke nath bataye na. So the nath means wo unke baap hai. in other words.
Hmm.
Bap means owner of the family,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Right. Yes.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidana. Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand.
Okay, our time is up, but I wanted to spend a few minutes because, we are doing very good in the Samayik Purusharth. So, Deepakanji, if you can introduce to the our audience, because they don't get this very wonderful Samayik we are doing these days. So, if you can introduce that to them.
Okay. Jai Sachidanand, that's a wonderful thing. The first thing what samayik means is self-retrospection. Self-retrospection. And the idea of self-retrospection is you become vigilant, observant of what has happened in the past and what is happening now in the present, that you keep correcting them and finally become fault-free. But when we talk about self-retrospection of the past happening, because in the past several mistakes were committed, but they have gone uncorrected. And due to this backlog of uncorrected stuff, it creates a kind of, it obscures our vision, it obscures our perception, and it further make us commit more mistakes. And we are not able to see, analyze, and overcome our mistakes, because the present life is nothing but result of our past life's mistakes. And while these mistakes are getting committed, because of the obscured vision, obscured perception, although the mistakes are committed, we are not able to see them as mistakes, and we are not able to correct them. And when such uncorrected mistakes they pile up, they further obscure our vision in the present situation, in the present time. And as it is very wisely said, if you have won the present, then you have won the time forever. But because of the present moment, there is so much of slackness that we are unable to perceive our mistakes, and we are not able to correct them. Even after perceiving the mistakes, today's weakness is we are not correcting ourselves. And there is one principle very rightly said, because of the lack of unity among our mind, speech, and body. However, we may decide, however, we do decide to do certain things like even correcting our mistakes, we are not able to correct them. So there is slackness between our decision and what happens. And Dada has so nicely said that we have to correct these mistakes also of not correcting our mistakes. That is, correcting the slackness in asking forgiveness. That is asking for apology, apologizing your mistakes. We lack in correcting our mistakes also, for which we again ask for forgiveness, that, oh Dada, please help me ask for forgiveness, and I never miss my correction. So this is the problem of today, and through such self-retrospection or samayik, it is possible for us to correct our relative self, body self, and become perfect. Because the real is free from imperfection. Because real by its very nature it has perception, power of perception and power of knowledge. And in that light of pure soul, the perceptive power and the knowledge, knowing power of pure soul, we perceive our mistakes and we correct ourselves. So, by acquisition of this knowledge, that is wisdom of this knowledge as I am pure soul, truly we are put into that state of self-introspection 24/7. But because of our obstruction, we are not, that is obscured vision, obscured perception. We are not able to perceive, we are not able to see our mistake, acknowledge any mistake, and then further, we are not able to correct our mistakes. That is what is happening in real time. We are put in that 24/7 of self-introspection, what is happening now at this moment. And due to such slackness in our perception, which we have missed, and the mistakes they have gone unnoticed through such formal self-retrospection process. We may call that as meditation. We recall the past mistakes, we acknowledge them, we ask for forgiveness, and then resolve never to commit them again. And we can take different aspects of our mistakes, because there are several forms of mistakes which we keep committing. And gradually we can become fault-free, as what Dada has said. He has said he spent several nights observing himself, and through such self-retrospection and self-correction, he has attained the state of enlightened soul, that perfection, that wisdom of knowledge remains, and it remains active 24/7. So he has said that he is very close to become an absolute. It's not that far, but for us, having acquired the same knowledge, we are put in 24/7 of self-introspection, but formally we do such self-introspection reflection, and that's how we use this process to correct our past mistakes and become perfect eventually. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Did you talk about our samayik, what we are doing now?
Okay, so this is the process of samayik, this is the process of self-introspection, how it is done, why it is done. And presently, we have taken the aspect of our relative self, which is ether. Our body self is ether, we are non-ether pure soul, who perceives the ether. Our relative self travels. So the relative self is traveler, and I am non-traveler pure soul, who simply perceives the traveler. It is our body self that goes and visits the toilet, and we are non-toilet goer pure soul that perceives the toilet goer. At the same time, one is the activity part of eating, traveling, going to toilet, and the second part is mistakes that are committed in eating. Eating rightly is perfect, but eating wrongly is mistake, because whatever we eat wrongly, that is wrong consumption of food, it affects our body and it affects our whole being, relative being. So mistakes that are committed in food, that is improper food, violent food, eating more eating at inappropriate time, all these things, they contribute to mistakes that are committed in food. Traveling, we don't view the traveler. And while traveling, one very good aspect what Dada has revealed, our basic activity of traveling is violent. And the absolutes and even the enlightened soul, Gnani Purush, when they travel, what do you mean? When they move from one place to another, their movement is non-violent. So we don't know, it's like if I move my hand like this, we feel, I just moved my hand like this. No, but even while moving my hand, several lives get hurt, even die. We are not able to perceive that, but that's what is revealed by the absolutes and Dada Bhagwan, the enlightened soul, Gnani Purush. And that's how, even in all their movement, that is if their movement has also become 100% non-violent. When we speak, even while speaking, the force with which the air is blowing in and out, so many lives die. We are not able to see that, but that is what is revealed by the absolutes. So these are the mistakes. We are not able to see, but through anticipation only, we are asking for forgiveness and we keep correcting. The third one is toilet going. We cannot go to toilet anywhere. And I remember, because everywhere there are lives. And any place we go, then that place has angels. So at times, if we go for excretion, then Dada has said, just do a small prayer before excreting, that whoever angel is here, please excuse me, leave from here for a while so that I finish my excretion and please forgive me. We feel that it's such a trivial, minor thing. Why should we worry about that? No. It's like you cannot go and excrete anywhere in anybody's dwelling, anybody's home, because it is its ownership. So this is how these are the mistakes of food, travel, and excretion, which needs self-correction, and we must keep correcting. So observing ourselves as non-eater, non-traveler, non-toilet goer, and asking for forgiveness for committing mistakes in the three aspects of our being, which is so common and it keeps happening all the time. JSS.
Very good. I just want to bring it because this is another great thing for us, observation of separation. So I thought that was very interesting that everybody should do it. And now our time is up, but I think for next 2 Sundays, we will not be meeting. So please practice on the, because next Sunday is Diwali, and after that is, other things going on. So for next 2 Sundays, we'll not meet. So please practice your Vyavasthit Shakti, and also now separation of eater, mover, and going to the toilets. Okay, so
toilet
that will be. I'm sorry.
Toilet goer.
Okay.
Toilet goer.
Okay, toilet goer. Thank you.
Right.
I didn't.
And also one more thing. Just one more thing. The 5 instincts make us act. Not only that, our passion of anger, pride, possessiveness, greed, likes and dislikes, they contribute to our activities. So keep observing and Please share your experience. Jai
Very
Sachidanand.
good. Okay.
Such
Keshavanji, 3 months, please recite some of that. Everybody can unmute and say it because we won't be meeting for a while now.
Okay.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo
Namo
Vitragaya.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo
Namo
Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo
Ayariyanam.
Namo Uvazzayanam.
Namo
Vajayanam.
Vajayanam.
Namo Loe Savva Sahunam.
Namo Loe
Sahunam.
Savva Sahunam.
Aiso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchamukkaro.
Savva Pavapanasano.
Sabba Pava Pranasam.
Manglanam cha Savvesim.
Mangalanam cha Savvesam.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Sachidanand.